It's not too bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was lucky. We thought we would be riding for 2 hours now before breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, so we're finally on the road now. We're passing the house where we stayed last night. It's this very square house on the right-hand side here.
This would make a nice video, wouldn't it?
It's already running.
Oh, it is? Oh.
I was thinking the same.
A good Cruzbike commercial right here.
Yeah, it's not the typical blue sky commercial though. Yesterday I had a puncture. No significant air has gone out of the tire. It seems to have sealed. Exited a highway and onto this minor road, which is more quiet. That's nice. We were doing a pretty good pace up there. We were supposed to be up on that bridge. On that bridge. Well, that doesn't look quite like it. So this is our first stop since breakfast this morning. So we get something to eat. We've already done, we've been riding now pretty much continuously for 4.5 hours and done 122 kilometers. More than a third of today's stage. So that's excellent. We seem to have found some good tailwind as well. Feels really great. So this is Degerfors, and since we didn't pass through any petrol station in Karlskoga quite unexpectedly, we're gonna find a place to get some proper food here.
Something's in the water. Sides of moon that don't know where.
We got the big hamburgers here. Someday this place will be famous.
I've been quite sleepy, but I've taken some caffeine gum
Great
and
lack of
we still have about 100 kilometers
it. Way
to
out in the high desert.
the checkpoint in Høvda.
Down in
It's a 4:15 and we finally got the heavy shower that we've kind of been waiting
to
for.
remedy. Tracks laid out, least allows half a chance to deliver. The shiver.
Deliver the shiver.
Forget aging well like some treasured splendor, with words just so strong and a touch just so tender. Is it better off beyond description, left alone in a dark room with a mouthful of prescription, unable to deliver, unable to understand the deliverer of shiver. So you take your time and you take your leave.
Yeah.
Ready to do without.
It's just a lovely day out for cruise biking.
Ready to receive. Never mind, gonna find good love down by the river. Might as well find your spine, the shiver. There's something in the water. Sides the moon, I don't know when to quit. Come on and deliver. Come on and deliver. The shiver.
I forgot to mention it, but not only did we have a sauna at the apartment we had it at Vemdalsskalet, but we also had a sauna in the house we had last night. So that made it easy for us to dry our clothes. So I guess the rain stopped. It's not just been raining, but it's been raining really heavily for 2.5 hours. We spent a while here changing our clothes and getting some food, and yeah, we were shaking before we changed. 30 kilometers to the checkpoint. 2 very, very steep climbs. So we're on the infamous climb up to the checkpoint at Skövde. And it's very steep, so it's challenging.
Lost my clip.
Larry has been learning to ride steep gradients on this ride, and it's been a steep learning curve, haha. He has much more control now than 2 days ago. Amazing, Larry.
How much more?
A bit more. Here we are, we made it up to the checkpoint. And apparently there are some other people here as well. Okay. Alright, are we smiling? This is steep for sure. 15. My Garmin is trying to figure out the grade here. 19. So this adventure never stops giving. It turns out that one of the struts that is holding Larry's bags came loose. Well, we have 74 kilometers. Might be a long night again. We are outside Falköping. Hvorfor jeg kjøper sånn? Og kjører på sånn?
Hva kjøpte du her?
Kjøpte den i... Den her har jeg kjøpt i Göteborg. Ja. So Larry is very tired and we're gonna try a power nap here. Alright, we're now continuing on a disused railroad track all the way to the next town where our apartment is.
I need like a mental break.
Okay.
This fog is coming and isn't helping at all.
Well,
It's like I've lost the ability to like balance myself.
oh, we're going to the left here.
What?
The fog is so thick that it's almost not possible to see anything. And it's cold as well. Oh wow, finally on the road again after quite an adventure last night. You know, it's quite funny because yesterday morning we started really well and we did 120 kilometers in 4 hours or 4.5 hours. But then the final 120 kilometers yesterday, that was the complete opposite. That was very slow for all sorts of reasons. So we decided to not do any more night riding, and that means that we are not going to be finishing today. We need to stop somewhere, get a place to stay, and then we'll finish tomorrow instead. And also yesterday my shifting on the rear derailleur got worse and worse. It hasn't been perfect for several days. And so I suspected a frayed cable, and that was indeed the case. Lucky it didn't snap with one end inside the shifter like it did on Edinburgh-London. But it was still very tricky to get the cable out, but in the end I managed it. But then I also had a problem with the cable housing, and I wasn't able to cut it, didn't have a strong enough cutter, so I really didn't know what to do. Tried to see if there's a bike shop in this town, but in the end, I mean, we realized that shifting will work without that last piece of housing at the bottom close to the derailleur, and finally made it work. So but we spent a lot of time, and of course we did our full 5 hours of sleep last night. So with all of that time spent, the time is now almost 10. That fog yesterday, I've never experienced fog like that. In combination with the darkness, it was almost impossible to see the road. You could just barely see the white lines. And so the whole thing, with the tiredness and everything, it all became quite psychedelic. We're still on this disused railroad track, and what a difference a night makes. Both of us had struggled balancing our bikes. Every time we stopped, it was challenging to get started again. Seems we made it all the way to a train station. Well, guess what? We're getting rain today as well. This is incredible. This is unbelievable. So the rain passed quickly enough. If it had just come 5 minutes later, it would have been perfect, because we were sitting there having some breakfast. For the first time in 20 hours, we are making some great progress now. We're in Sjøtofta, which is the village where the villagers decided to put up a kiosk for participants. Unfortunately, it's going to be closed now because they only had it open for 2 days. This sign here is pointing to the kiosk. Oh, it's open, it says. Okay, so I guess this is going to be one of those days with totally unpredictable on and off rain showers. I can guarantee that if we stop to put on rain jackets, it's going to stop. But if we can avoid rain by just having rain jackets on, then maybe it's worth it. Oh, this is getting cold now. Oh. Frustrating. Ah. Now we're talking, the sun is shining again. Hello. Another rain shower, obviously because we're only 5 kilometers from the control. Okay, we are leaving after getting some food at the shop here. We've sorted out a place to stay for tonight. My wife helped me find a place that's actually on the route. Now we have about 70 kilometers to Laholm, and then it will be another 60 kilometers to Klippan, where the cabin is. Just about to start our descent down to sea level for the first time. We're at 150 meters now. You ready? And we're now going to Klippan and find our cabin for tonight. And we should be there just at sunset. And then we can sleep just until sunrise. I mean, get started at sunrise and finish maybe before noon tomorrow. It's really nice here. Larry said it looks like we're going up somebody's driveway. Yeah, it does look a bit like that here. We are soon coming to a steep climb. And it's supposed to be steepest in the beginning. And Larry has gotten started. Let's see how it's going. We have 150 meters of elevation to climb. We made it up, and it wasn't even a big challenge. I mean, Larry did it straight as an arrow, and our frustration level is close to 0. Just a very pleasant evening ride through these woods here, this hilly area. Yeah, the fog here reminds us of yesterday. Oh, there's a deer in front of us.
Ah, I see it. Go, 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 go!
Look at this, we are getting some fog now. Really hope it doesn't get any thicker than this.
Oh, God, bigger hill. On the path or the
Oh, let's turn in here.
road?
Let me have a look at the map first. Looks like we found a camping site. Okay. My Garmin is still trying to figure out where we are.
Okay.
And we have 4 bike computers now and none of them are working.
So you have to use your phone.
Okay, now it's ready. So it's 5:40 in the morning and we were supposed to be going an hour ago at sunrise, but I had put my earplugs in and I didn't hear my alarm at all, so we got an extra hours of sleep. I guess that's okay. So now we have 125 kilometers remaining and about halfway there is the final stamp. Ooh, hard climb.
Yeah, my legs are saying, what are you doing?
So Larry, we have 9 hours until we run out of our 150 hours.
Right.
Do you think we can do 120 kilometers in 9 hours?
I really hope so.
Today everything just feels amazing. The hills at the beginning of the stage were slowing us down, but the flats here we are really flying. So we're in Eslöv, the final town on the route, and we also have to send a message now that we are almost there. Hey, the time is 8:30 and we've completed half the riding for today. Where we stopped to get our stamp, outside they were playing Lambada on speakers. So now I've got that stuck on in my head instead. I can hardly believe how great I feel. I mean, all my pains are basically gone. I didn't take any painkillers today. My back is feeling fine, and I think moving the seat pad just a little bit further back seems to have helped a lot. All the houses here look like in Denmark, and also the village names and so on sound very Danish, to me at least. Even narrower road, or what is this? as long as it's not gravel. Okay, this is fine. If we were going here in the middle of the night, we would have to look out for potholes, and so deciding to sleep last night was so much better. So I'm happy Larry suggested that. I mean, we should do all rides like that. Rushing to the finish like that, totally sleep deprived. I mean, what's the point? There's no prize at the finish anyway. I mean, well, the reason I'm doing these rides, well, it's the feeling. Well, the feeling of achievement, but also to get to this particular feeling. I mean, it's too bad it takes hundreds of kilometers to get to this feeling. It's really nice being at the end of an event like this. It's quite fitting because it seems the name of this area is Flyinge, so it's spelled flying, which is exactly what it feels like. Final climb of the ride, at least as far as Garmin is concerned. I feel confident to say that this is our first day without rain. But it looked very close back there. I think I could even feel a drop.
I felt one or two myself, I thought, oh boy.
Yeah, here we go again. Okay, you go first. No.
Oh, okay, I was gonna get the gate for you.
Where are you going? It's here. Benny said that the nicest stretch on the route is the first stage from Riksgrensen to Kiruna. And sure, that is wild and remote, and also beautiful in a different way. But I really like this stage. This is the final little village, I think, before Smygehuk. Good thing we're not riding on this road. Oh, okay.
Estará ao lembrar de amor que dia não soube cuidar. Chorando estará ao lembrar de amor que dia não soube cuidar. A recordação vai estar com ele aonde for. A recordação vai estar pra sempre aonde eu for. Dança, sol e mar, guardarei perder, encontrar. Lambando estarei ao lembrar que esse amor por dia, instante foi
So it looks like we're running out of land here ahead of us. I guess we're gonna have to stop soon. Says we have 7 kilometers left. And we're feeling great. Couldn't be better. What an adventure this has been. Hej! Ja, oh ja.
Thank you.